Look what we got. It's called a Confederate medicinal flask. I had this custom made from the personalizationmall.com again. I said, well, I get some pretty wild stuff. I said, you mean I could put anything I want on here? I said, well, that's good. So it's a flask. It's a moonshine, you see. CSA Moonshine. Got the flag. 180 proof. Marine Light Artillery, Confederate States of America, flying the flag on the back of the El Camino, and we got the General Lee up there and the Rebel. So, yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. It's got stainless steel. Got to watch you don't lose this cork thing here. It's got a rubber gasket in there or something. Not cork, rubber, but just perfect size. Guess you want to get the real strong stuff too, because this way you can mix it with water and you still have 50-50. You'll be 90 proof, right? So instead of 90%, it'll be 100. That's 45%. Now that's pretty cool, man. You can make anything you want on that site. So, yeah, you got the Marion Light Artillery, Confederate States of America, and of course, I put my barely see it, Sons of Italy. Sons of Italy. It's kind of like a see-through badge. Yeah, still got to finish up the window, but it's in there, waterproof and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so if you were like the doc out there, and you know, somebody's injured, here, take a swig of this stuff. Boy, too bad you couldn't still do this in Florida, the moonshining. I know there's people that do it illegally, though, but they have it now where you can't even have a moonshine still without getting a permit first. Now, up in Tennessee, you got no problem doing anything as long as you're not going against the federal law, but the state laws are pretty lax. You can make beer and wine and all that other stuff. So, yeah, but back in the day, actually, Florida was the #1 spot for moonshine, or probably more so even than Tennessee at the time, at one point in time, even in the 1950s, because there were so many waterways, and you didn't have the satellites and the helicopters and GPS and all that type of stuff. It was very difficult to find people on all these back alley waterways. You could disappear in a heavy foliage and swamp, and so there was just too many routes they could take. Whereas if you were further up north, you'd have only a couple of rivers or streams, or you'd have to go on foot. But in Florida, this was like probably the moonshine capital of the whole world at one point in time. For that reason, you can get in and out of the state. You got a huge coastline. I'm not sure Florida's coastline is probably bigger than California's, because you got the east and west coast. And unlike California, since Florida's so flat, you got a lot of waterways. So the moonshiners were coming in and out of, and without the technology, they couldn't find these guys. You didn't have the heat sensing technology and stuff. So now they got it where if you even buy a still, you got to get a permit first in this state. But I figure this is a cool little memento type thing. Goes along with the Marine Light Artillery, goes along with the flag. Actually, this can be considered by some the moonshine flag, although that wasn't its original purpose. And we got to change out our forest flag out there. Starting to tear a little bit on the edge, but we're gonna get that changed out here probably today or this week anytime. I got a new one anyway. But that's cool. You can buy this. In other words, I just took an image on personalizationmall.com, and you search design your own, and it comes up all the products you can design your own on. It could be vinyl banners and stuff, and wood signs, oval signs, t-shirts, sweatshirts, coffee cups, banners made out of cloth, street signs, the various sizes, colors and stuff. And they had this moonshine flask, and I said, well, this would be perfect to put this, because actually that flag is a moonshiner's flag, if you really think about it. I mean, that's one of the purposes of it. It wasn't the original purpose. It was just to differentiate between who was on which side. The South had this flag and the North had the other flag. It was just to differentiate and not cause confusion on the battlefield. That's all the really design came from. Of course, it was from the cross of St. Andrew originally, but Beauregard designed this. Half Italian, half French guy. I'm half Italian. Anyway, half Italian, half Confederate. So anyway, I thought this would go great. You know, Marine Light Artillery with moonshine. It just does moonshine and artillery go together? Well, I guess if you're a rebel, it does.